My name is Brandon Kress, and I'm the Vice President at All Atlantic Benefits. All Atlantic Benefits really focuses on making sure groups are given the adequate support and help and guidance through their benefits. So one of the things that we've always realized at All Atlantic Benefits is that because we're such claim oriented, we focus on making sure that if the client has an issue with a claim, that we reach out and deal with that claim. So we work between the health insurance carrier and helping the patient or the member deal with those issues. One of the things that we've recognized over the years is the transportation claims. We get those claims. And so when somebody calls us and says, hey, I just received an ambulance bill for $1,800, what do I do? Because I thought it was submitted to our health insurance carrier. So at that point, we would call up the health insurance carrier and we would know at that point, well, they're not in network, so how do you respond to something like that? Now we know $1,800 claims, that could be an easy transportation from a hospital to a hospital or from an accident to a hospital. But we can also talk about air transportation, which could cost many more thousands of dollars. So personal story, my wife's an RN and we had just gotten home from a date. It was 11 o'clock at night and my daughter, who was 4 years old at the time, is walking downstairs acting like she can't breathe. So we called the ambulance. The ambulance is about 1.5 miles from our house and the hospital's another 1.5 miles. So the reality was it was a 3-mile journey. Well, 2 weeks later, we receive a bill for $1,900. That $1,900 bill gets submitted to the insurance company and they're willing to pay $400 of that $1,900. So I am now sitting with a $1,500 bill. Being in the business now for 11 years and realizing at that point, wow, am I missing something here? This is something that I as an agent have walked my clients through and helped members, and all of a sudden I'm sitting with my own bill recognizing there's a major loophole. So when I found MASA MTS and realized that I could become a member of MASA MTS, all of a sudden I started doing the math on what the cost would be. For the same $1,500 that I'm paying out of my pocket for one ambulance ride, I could protect myself and my family for the next 9 years. So once I became a member, I realized at that moment that I didn't want to just hold on to something that was this valuable, but to share it with all my other groups. When you have a product like MASA MTS that fulfills a need at a really, really inexpensive cost to protect you and your family, it's a no-brainer. At the end of the day, when you question yourself whether you want to call that ambulance or not, and you know your company that you work for supports a product that you can benefit from and purchase, it's a big deal at the end of the day.